Hello everyone, this is SMA Wants, and we're about to continue our Let's Play of the Bounty Hunter in Star Wars The Old Republic. Yep. And as a reminder, this is, we're playing a Bounty Hunter according to those three rules of, take a job, we do the job. If we don't kill innocents, we don't kill people we aren't paid to kill. And if someone crosses us, son of a bitch must pay. But when last we left off, we arrived at Dromund Kaas, did some running around, and now we are about to actually head to the opening ceremonies of the Great Game. The Great Hunt, whatever
And
it's
then I
called.
told him, you think that's cold? You should see what I did to the Gamorrean. I never saw a Rhodian run so fast in my... Whoa. Hello, handsome. You here to sweep me off my feet?
We are here for the Great Hunt. We've been sponsored by Nemro the Hutt.
Ooh, what's this? Got yourself a pet? Little sister, maybe? It's not enough to hold a real man's interest, anyway.
Mako's my backup. That's all you need to know.
Didn't mean anything. It's just rare we get any fresh meat in here worth putting on the grill.
Can you change the subject already?
Oh, don't get your blaster jammed. You probably ain't gonna like what I'm about to tell you, but there's nothing I can do about it, understand?
Mm-hmm.
There's one spot left open in the Great Hunt, and over 3 dozen hunters who got sponsorships.
Those other hunters can go home. That spot is mine.
It's yours if you can get it. Lots of folks will be thinking the same thing, though. The Huntmaster himself will explain how we're gonna sort things out. Head into the main room, and show some respect. When the Huntmaster's done talking, come on back in here. I'll be handling you from here on out.
Alright. Oh, the Huntmaster's a Wookiee. That means growling.
Quiet! Quiet, you dogs! The Huntmaster is about to speak. Pay attention and show some respect for once in your lives.
That's a naked Wookiee. Many will hunt, many will die.
You heard the Huntmaster. You're competing for the last spot in the Great Hunt by taking down 3 bounties on Dromund Kaas.
You expect us to hunt here, with Imperials crawling all over us, and Sith?
Let the man talk. I want to hear this.
For all you overblown, useless, no-talent cowards, we installed a handy exit door. Use it now! The rest of you, the real hunters, go see your handlers. They'll get you oriented to the planet and assign you 3 unique bounties. Everyone who takes down all 3 of their bounties wins a spot in the final melee. Anyone who doesn't get all 3 is out.
Hunting on Dromund Kaas? That's suicide. I'm grabbing the first shuttle out of here. I suggest you do the same, friend.
I want into the Great Hunt, and this is the only way.
Then watch your back. It's not the jungles that are dangerous on Dromund Kaas. It's the people. I'm done here. May your quarry fall before you, Hunter.
Well, what are you standing around for? Back to your handler. That's Krista for you, new blood.
Don't call me New Blood. I don't like it.
A dozen cowards just scurried out of here. Probably won't stop till Dromund Kaas is light years behind him.
That's probably
You
a good
understand the
plan.
basics, right? 3 bounties, hardest targets on Dromund Kaas. Gotta get all 3 to qualify for the final melee.
A
What
melee?
exactly is this melee I keep hearing about?
Ooh, it's a big old scrap. Everybody who gets all 3 of their bounties goes into the rage pit. One comes out. Now let's see who your first target is. Whoa, this can't be right. You got enemies among the Mandalorians or something?
Yeah.
Just Taro Blood, the Mandalorian who killed Brayden. What'd he do?
I'm used to having the cards stacked against me.
I wouldn't wish this bounty on anybody. Gotta play the hand you're dealt, though. The target's a Republic noble named Valtaka. He got captured during an Imperial raid, brought back here, and sold into slavery by mistake.
Didn't think the Republic had an aristocracy.
Law of the galaxy. Anywhere somebody with a fancy name can step on somebody without one, they will.
Altaka's slave group was building a big old statue in the jungle. The slaves rebelled and took over the site. Nobody can get in there. We don't even know if he's still alive. If he is, the family will pay big.
Will the family pay big for a corpse?
They'll pay for the body, but not as much as alive. Details are on the hire slip.
Alright,
The
so...
slaves got themselves a tent camp near that statue they never finished. If Altaka's still kicking, he's probably somewhere in there. Before you go, meet your new best friend. The S-86K full-gauge carbonite armor upgrade.
What?
You can't shoot a fella with this while he's springing around. It's too slow to charge up. But once that fella ain't resisting, say, after a good long beating, the S-86K will freeze him for transport.
Didn't know they made devices to freeze people.
Carbonite ain't so much freezing as it is... Well, I ain't got a clue, really. Just have fun. You find that Republic
Yeah, that's the
noble
second
fella
time
and
we've
claim that first
had
bounty,
Carbonite
then
come
hurry
up
it
and
on
just been
back
like,
here as
we
fast as
can't
you
explain
can.
it. It exists in the setting. No one really understands how. It's kind of neat. Alright, so... Oh, it's further down.
Ready for departure.
Yep.
Enjoy your stay.
Alright. Into the jungles of Dromund Kaas.
I have a job for you. An Imperial emergency. Plenty of hazard pay, but you'll have to move fast. Rebel slaves hit my team in the jungle. They stole weapons, supplies. As if that wasn't bad enough, the idiots ransacked our spires for parts. Without those components, we've got a lightning spire building up dangerous energy levels. It'll crater half of Kaas City if it blows.
Sounds like you imps are in a tight spot.
I know it doesn't look good. Most of my men ran off.
Well, any
Some
spire
tried to
itself is
reclaim the spire parts, but the
kinda
rebels cut them
crazy.
down. I came back here for reinforcements. We need to recover the components the rebels stole and get that lightning spire back online before it goes critical.
The rebel scum will wish they'd never touched the spires.
Excellent. I'll hold off raising the alarm for a while longer. The rebels are camped along the river. Blast them down, pry the stolen components from their hands, and then reinstall them at the spire. If the river runs red with rebel blood, I'll throw in something extra.
Simple job. Simply explained. Oh, Vine Cat. This is a codec.
You alright?
Oh, I thought it was. I guess I was wrong. So, we've just been hired to kill a bunch of
Hate to be
rebels.
the maintenance guy for that. Can you imagine having to trudge out here every time a vine cat climbs a signal tower?
Ugh. You know, I'd never thought of that. That sounds really crappy.
Trouble on the way.
Oh, hey, well, now we just need to kill some rebels. Well, there actually isn't a bonus quest. It just sounded like there was a bonus quest. You know, that I'll throw in some extra if you know, river runs red blood and all. That seriously sounded like a bonus quest to me.
Just had to put my mind to it.
So that it's not terribly in the way. Man, you do not get much inventory room starting off. Ah. And rocket punch. I love the rocket punch. Why can't I not click on that guy? I just want to give him a buff. I see he's not buffed. There, now he's buffed. Using Dark Charge. Dark Charge the tank one? Yeah, Dark Charge is the tank one. It is the one problem with both the Sith Assassin and the Jedi Shadow is that you don't get your healer on either of them for a while. Like, the Shadow's not too bad, but the Assassin's like, ugh.
You can relax. I replaced the spire components.
I was just about to call in evacuation orders for the city. Well done. The rebel slaves will think twice before tampering with Imperial property again.
Probably not. Because I'm going to take a wild guess that since I didn't tell them as I was shooting them, this is for tampering with Imperial property. This is for tampering with Imperial property. And the rebel slaves probably going to fuck with you again. Story to what rebels do. Okay. Alright. Oh, Dromund Kaas. 115 people on Dromund Kaas right now. That's at 1 a.m. on a Thursday night. That's a lot. Okay. Oh, this is the way into the heroic area.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
I can totally handle the heroic area after I level up. Once I have ion cell, I think... I think I'm gonna have to handle the other heroic without it, so I can get my thing. Slave camps. There you are.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. What have we here? A hunter? I have need of you. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Dromund Kaas.
I wasn't aware there was a slave revolt going on.
Actually,
Very
I
soon
was,
there
but
won't be. You can assist me in ending it. The situation is this.
really, is there ever not a
The
slave
Sith
revolt
Lord
going on
was
in Dromund
constructing
Kaas?
a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
What can these renegade slaves possibly provide you?
Test subjects, of course. A means of perfecting my techniques. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
That's not good to hear.
That's one of the things I love best about it. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slave's water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. The work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
A job is a job. Just tell me what to do.
A true professional. I respect that. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
Here's an interesting... conundrum.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
I'm helping him put down the slave revolt.
Do you truly understand what he's asked you to do? What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender? This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
I'm sure Lord Drow wouldn't appreciate these comments.
Don't get me wrong, Lord Drow is very good at what he does, but he lets his personal bents impede our efficiency. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
You're mighty proud of yourself, aren't you?
I know my potential, just as I know who's holding me back from achieving it. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
He hired us to put the poison in the water supply, but I think we agreed to do a controlled amount. Technically, that causes unnecessary casualty. I'm gonna go with we agreed to do. We took the job from Lord Draw.
I want these renegade slaves to pay for disobeying the Empire.
I really don't.
You're not merely prolonging the slaves' agony, but my own as well. Committed to your work, aren't you? Very well. Take the Quell toxin and inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems. See Lord Drow for your payment when you're done.
mean, that was kind of a tough one because I sort of wanted, like, my instincts are, I would, even from the perspective of where, the good-hearted mercenary, he'd want to make sure it wasn't unnecessary suffering, because either way he's killing them, but technically it's his research. That's what we agreed to help with. But it is sort of the problem with maintaining a very weird light-dark dichotomy is that few people are all good and all bad, so you have when you're just more of a concept, you really just sort of end up in the middle. You're all on fire.
Thought I'd be a pushover, huh?
No. Echo, you have anger issues. These slaves are, quite easily trampled underfoot, aren't they? Then again, I suppose, if in the respective of, so a dude with powered armor comes in to quell a slave uprising. What do you expect to happen? Well, I expect him to stomp through with a flamethrower and quell the slave uprising. And that's more or less what you get. Oh, we're already massacred our 30? Dang. Alright. Rebel Assailant. Playing on the old Rebel Assault game. You take that. I'm gonna get this, and then I'm gonna shoot that. Crack our credit boxes. Well. I don't know what the problem was, man. One bounty hunter easily handles this entire uprising thing. think there's one more tank we need to... We need to contaminate another tank. Thing over here somewhere? Hmm. 29 scavenge. Well, I want to check. Okay. I suppose I should head back to Lord Rawl. Sort of in this weird... his own little camp. Fire! The slaves found my one weakness. Awkward terrain. Not like rough terrain, just awkward. Like it's hard for me to see exactly where they're at. And as far as weaknesses go, it wasn't much of one. Get some dash. Thought I saw. That's just more dash. Mako, sell trash.
All right.
Alright, I'll speak to Lord Draw without Mako. I don't think she was going to say anything.
You delivered the exact results I hoped for. Quell is like an imbibed torture device infesting those rebel slaves. It's exhilarating to see the effects on the survivors who can only stand by and watch helplessly.
You paid for suffering, and I delivered.
Quite so. I'll recommend your services highly to my fellow Sith. Quell toxin will be a great asset to the Empire. Uprisings will end painfully and decisively. You've earned your reward, my friend. Now go. I have horror and despair to observe and chronicle.
You're a sick puppy. Mako, overall, still kind of cool with it. Quite the path of carnage here, huh? Let's talk to Crazy McSitherson here.
Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
You've been observing them. Give me your best guess.
I don't really know. Who can fathom the mind of a slave? We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
Never thought I'd take a bounty on a killer slave.
I never thought I'd see slaves run free on Dromund Kaas. But that's why we need this information, so we can crush them quickly and completely. Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Okay. Weirdness.
Ah, a bounty hunter. Perfect. Seeing as how you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
Nothing beats a stack of credits.
That's what I like to hear. Let me give you the lowdown. So Darth Valron is on the Dark Council, and his apprentice Lord Ket wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
The slave rebellion I'm familiar with, though I didn't know the specifics.
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills, and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue. Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
Well, that sounds like my kind of work. Now, if I remember right, you can get down there quick by kind of doing this, and you just sort of ride the rocks down. And flamethrower. They aren't that tough.
You're gonna get it now.
All right. Ow. I really do chew you up quick.
Just had to put my mind to it.
Oh, they're already in a group. And apparently they don't want friends. It's gonna be all me and Mako. Which, let's see how that works out. Oh, I didn't get the explosives. Right over there, didn't got them. Why can't I death from beyond? Or death from above. Ah! I think both groups of slaves just showed up. Like both my group to fight off and their group to fight off. Shot. Oh yeah, they have. That's. Alright, now we need to get up and out of here. As conveniently, these guys are the only ones in the way. That was easy enough. There's a lot of people over there. Now, I'm not sure how much of that was easy because there were extra people in the area. Man, this elevator's slow. That guy did seem to hit kind of hard. And again, I think my armor is a touch outdated at this point. It is 4 levels old. Means functionally I'm wearing, I want to say I'm wearing worse than greens now. Burn them all. Alright, so dash. Don't really care that much about dash. Alright, so we need to find our Elderonian noble.
You're gonna get it now.
You kicked me in the back of the leg. That was...
You alright?
I got kicked in the back of the leg. It stung. I need to kill some more rebel slaves. You're rebel slaves. There. I've put the rebels to rest. I've humbled the rebels. Candidate. Back here, meet the slave cultists. This job's weird. I don't really... we're just supposed to get information, so as long as we get information, we're good here. Whatever causes the least death, really.
You're not the initiate. But you're strong to have killed so many. You honor us. Welcome to our prison.
You're creepy.
What sort of freak of a slave are you?
I am Traga Unvor, leader of the Unchained.
Great name.
I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
Freedom's what you make of it.
I know the Sith code. Freedom comes through power, through victory. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
Murdering your fellow slaves doesn't make you a Sith.
This makes you crazy.
We are hateful. We are powerful. We are free. In this way, we are already Sith. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
No, you guys are just
But
crazy.
a murderer. What you're doing is disgusting.
How can you say this? All we've done, the blood we've spilled, has been to earn the respect of the Empire.
I'm a freelancer.
You serve the Empire and the Sith.
Not really.
You murder the rebel slaves with ease.
Oh yeah, that part.
Tell us, how else may we achieve true strength?
You've made too many mistakes already. Surrender to the Empire, and you might redeem yourselves.
But we believed. I believed. I will spread your message to the others. We will do as you say.
Okay, now we just need to find a clue. There's a data pad. Ah.
My dear Altaka, when I got your message, I could scarcely believe it. We have found each other after all these years.
Oh, looks like a love letter. From an Imperial noble, no less. Juicy.
Pay attention. This may help us.
Righto.
It must have been the Force that brought you here to Dromund Kaas, dear Altaka. As for your predicament, fear not. I have friends in high places, and for the right price, they have agreed to help me. When the slaves attempt their pitiful revolution, a man will come to you dressed in rags. He will bring you to me. I shall say you are my missing brother. We will be Lord and Lady Dakar. I'm afraid I cannot get you off-world and back to your beloved family, but I promise to make your every moment here a joy. Our lifestyle will be the envy of all, and we'll attend parties at the Nexus Room every night. Be ready to join me, my love.
Wait, so the lady is his lover, but now he's posing as her brother? That's disgusting. Sounds like
Yes.
the Nexus Room is where we'll find these weirdos.
This whole planet is weird.
I am with you there. Let's go meet this Lord and Lady Daka. Lead on, boss.
Alright, so we're good here. Let's get out of this shooty zone.
That was a fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as promised.
Yeah, far more important is here's a customizable shield. Shield generator. Yep. Collection. Somebody's color crystals. Color crystal. Indestructible. And we slap an indestructible crystal in there. Now we got ourselves a shield worthy of the rest of our armor.
It's good to see you back. I knew those slaves couldn't hold their own against you. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
They were crazy. They thought they were Sith.
What? The arrogance! We'll make sure their delusional heresies don't spread. I talked to my superiors while you were gone, and they agreed to compensate you for your work. So, here. More credits than I make in a week. I'd ask you to stick around in case the slaves cause more trouble, but I suppose you have other responsibilities.
It would have been nice to put an end to this rebellion.
We'll find another way to put those animals down. If the uprising gets out of control, one quick orbital strike will always solve it.
That
Good luck to you
seems
then.
like
And thank you again.
killing a mosquito on your arm by setting yourself on fire. But hey.
Okay.
Alright, so now that we've finished our work here, I'm going to call that the end of the video. And next video, I'm actually probably going to go train, come back here, do the heroic, and then do the other heroic, and then continue on with the story. So that'll be what the next video mostly will be. Alright, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, and hope you watch the next one.